Yo guys, it's your favorite amateur racer, probably Unroyal24, and today I decided to do I did some GT3 racing, and I really only had time to record this one race. And I also did record some open class races, which I gotta do the editing and voiceover for that at the time of doing this voiceover, so we got that going for us. But anyways, going into Crowthorne right about now, we got Iconic Adam and just a huge pile-up. Well, not so much of a pile-up, a bit of a congested traffic going through Crowthorne, Juxkey. Sweet. I accidentally almost sideswiped Hacksaw there. Was not ready for the sudden slowdown. Going through a barbecue there. And was going through Sunset right about now. I'm also driving the GT3 Mustang, and I got a tune off of a guy by the name of Kalos JFB. He's in a little Discord server that I'm in. Looks like someone just got spun out really bad. Trying to get past the captain doesn't work out too well. I have to back off quite a bit just to avoid a collision with him. Bird Baron behind me right now, so trying to be as predictable as I can. Hit the brakes. I end up getting tapped by the backside, and I end up going into Bird Baron there. I decide, you know what, let's go ahead and give him the position, even though I wasn't exactly at fault for that one from what I seen. I forgot to save the replay for this one, so I really couldn't go back and see whether it was me hitting the brakes or if it was someone tapping me on the backside, but either way. Going around Crocodiles right now, going into turn 14, now going into Cheetah. Took that turn a little slower than I normally would because of the simple fact that there was people braking in front of me and I didn't want to hit them, so, you know, all that fun jazz. But anyways, this is the first GT, well, not the first GT3 race. It was about 3 or 4 GT3 races, if I could speak, that I did since a little bit after launch. There was that one time in the Merc that really didn't go all that well. I guess I kind of just made that video just to show why I don't really do the GT3 racing, and you ended up getting Bird Baron spinning out that Mustang there. But either way, we're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit because not really much happens there. But I do end up messing up here. I caught a little bit too much curbing there. Messed up quite a bit, and Altitude was able to take full advantage of my little mess up there. Can't really say as I'd blame them. I'd probably do the same thing, so we got that going for us. But at the end of the day, it is a race, so I can't really be too annoyed by it. Ended up having to pause there because I kind of underestimated his braking ability. I figured he'd bled off a little sooner, but I was completely wrong on that, so pause to avoid a collision. Ended up getting tapped on the backside by the captain there. I'm not quite sure what caused that, but he did get a penalty for it, so not 100% sure if it was truly his fault or if it was a racing incident. I'm going to go with a racing incident, though, so yeah, that's just my opinion, at least, so you guys in the comments can let me know later. Getting past the kink, side by side with Terra Bruto there. Catching up to the captain right here. I did have to back off just a little bit in order to not completely go into him. Normally I'd hit the gas on that apex there just to see how this thing handles. I ended up getting tapped a little wide by Is Luigi there. I was anticipating the captain to make a move there, but he didn't really get too far in. So we're going to go ahead and speed a majority of this up. This is going to be a majority of the video, as well as me speeding it up and going back to normal speed, just because of the simple fact that it was literally just one race. So it's going to be a long commentary. But anyways, as you've seen, I went into the back of Is Luigi there. He stopped in time for the Porsche and the captain in front of him, who ends up going into me after he dips a couple tires into the grass. No penalties given out. It was a bit of a racing incident. He kind of lost control, and I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time for it, so GG's there. But that right there, I want to say that wasn't intentional due to the simple fact that he did back off right away. Tried going for a switchback on him, but he was a little too close to make that happen. Bit of a bad judgment call on my end, so. Going through barbecue once again. Looked like he tapped Luigi a little bit wide. I had to swerve out of the way to avoid a collision with him. Otherwise, I would have looked like a bit of a, well, a bit more of a noob than I normally am, so. The captain hit the brakes. I ended up having to hit the brakes because I thought I would have went into the back of him. Going into Clubhouse now. I'm looking at the map, trying to figure out where the hell we are, so that's making this commentary a little bit harder to do. Going through the S's now, losing time on them because I did hit the brakes a little too late there. Upset the car just that much, and we also got Racer 253 behind me, so going into Leo Cope. I ended up getting rear-ended by a Racer there who, I'm guessing he thought that was more my fault than anything. I don't quite remember at the time of doing this voiceover he had that half a second penalty before or after he hit me, but either way, he taps me a little wide and just takes full advantage. Again, not quite sure who would be at fault for that one. You guys in the comments can make that known. As you guys know, I'm always up for being in the wrong. But either way, going into Ingwe, I end up trying to go a little wide around Racer there. Didn't work out in my favor at all. Had to itch my eye here for a second due to the fact that I do wear contacts. These ones are starting to get a little old, so like time to swap them out because my eye's getting a little itchy because of it. But going into Crowthorne once again, I end up going into Racer 253 there. Ended up spinning him out. Didn't get a penalty for it. I do think I should have gotten at least a half a second penalty for that one. But you guys in comments are going to have to let me know if you agree or disagree. Asia QA there was ghosted there, so I just decided to pass her or pass them real quick. Not quite sure if it's a he or a she, but as of right now, we're just gonna go ahead and speed up to when I start catching up to TIJS, Tige. Not quite sure how you pronounce that one, but do apologize in advance, bud. But either way, got officially a three-way battle right about now between me, 6th place, and Mr. Razor in 8th. And I end up having to lock up the brakes a little bit. Mr. Razor takes advantage. I almost went into the back of the Porsche. So, kind of a just kind of a normal racing incident, and Mr. Razor took advantage of my little mistake. But looks like Racer 253 started to catch up, so looks like no harm, no foul by the looks of it. And my lap times are slowly getting better. So if you guys haven't seen my little GT3 race video from a while back, then you would know normally I'm sitting in last place the entire time. And the fact I'm in the top 10 right now is a bit of a kind of a bit of culture shock even to me. Now I did record one more race. I don't think I'm going to include that in this video due to the fact these races do get kind of long. I mean, almost 2 minutes a lap, and we got 17 of them, so roughly a little under a half hour of a race, so I might keep that video for a, or keep that recording for a separate video. In fact, that might be a way to get ahead on next week, but either way, trying not to lose too much time to Mr. Razor and the Porsche driven by TIJS. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I do apologize. But, either way, going into Leucope, getting right on Tidge's bumper. Mr. Razor did manage to get around him, so it looks like Mr. Razor is just going to slowly but surely pull ahead. If I were him, I'd try to get as far away from the pack as possible as well. And once again, misjudging where Mr. Tige, I'm going to pronounce it a different way every time, I can already tell. But ended up going to the back of him twice now. Mr. Razor, who ended up going off course and was ghosted, took full advantage of his mistake and decided to get past me at least and get right behind the Porsche. And luckily, I'm still within the draft as well, but trying to keep within these guys. I do got minor tire wear now, so that's going to make this race just that much more difficult. Not much more, not the race itself, but keeping up with these two at least is going to be that much more difficult. And I think the moment we get past, or if I get past these two, it might be a shot at the top 5 at the very least, because 5th place is not very far ahead of us right now, so we might be able to get a top 5 finish at the very least. Granted, I did the editing before I did this voiceover, so I already know the ending, but I'm going to keep that little tidbit in the, well, unknown as right now, just for a little bit of dramatic effect, but I'm starting to feel the effects of minor tire wear. I'm sliding around just a little bit more, so going through a Leocope once again, trying to take it a little bit slower than normal, and I'm pretty sure it's going to show. Yeah, where I was normally taking it at about a 9 rating score, it's dropped down almost a full point, so going into the crocodiles now, again, taking it nice and slow, trying not to lose too much time to these guys, because I do know I'm going to have to pit, and I don't know what tire compound these two are on, but we're going to go ahead and speed ahead. They did go into the pit as well, and it looked like Mr. Razor had the better pit strategy. I'm not quite sure if the Porsche went in for fuel or not, but going through a Crowthorn right about now. I do manage to cut a lot of time between me and the Porsche. I'm just going to refer to it as the Porsche from right now. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I would feel really bad if I'm butchering it the entire time. So if you're watching this, man, just let me know in the comments down below how to pronounce your name. It'd be much appreciated. But anyways, going around Sunset now, right behind the Porsche, right on his bumper, within his draft, giving him a little bit of air wash. He dipped a couple tires down, almost locked up the brakes there to avoid a little collision. Sorry about that small hiccup there. I did just eat a burger and some mac and cheese, so you can say it's a bit of a after dinner bits. I really could not think of the words, and my brain decided to blank out there for a second. But either way, going around Leocope once again, turns 10 and 11. Keeping some pressure on the Porsche. Mr. Razor is slowly but surely pulling away. He's probably on soft tires right now, so that's probably why he's doing a little bit better than he was before. Either that or he was always this good. It was just that the Porsche was slowing him down that much. Could also be the case. Going around Ingwe now. Still on the Porsche's backside, but he does start pulling away. I think he got the better exit on that one going towards the kink. Had to take a small drink there due to mouth getting a little dry, but now going into Crowthorn, I take it a little tighter than he does, but it looks like he went for the, I want to say that was the line for cutbacks, but I could be wrong on that. I'm not the most experienced racer. I do constantly tell you guys I'm an amateur at this, so take that with a grain of salt, but I did manage to cut some time between me and the Porsche, so going around Sunset, keeping my speed up, just slowly but surely closing that gap. Going into Clubhouse and slowly but surely into the S's. I'm literally right on his bumper. Giving him some aero wash. Braked a little early there just to avoid his, avoid a possible collision with him. Going into the S's, I see my opportunity. I try to take it. And there's a small amount of contact there. I start losing control and the car just goes completely sideways. I personally don't think any foul play was in there. Again, you guys in comments can say otherwise, but that is how I currently feel. But speeding up to when I finally do catch back up, right on his bumper, putting some more pressure on him. Right beside him going into Sunset, a little bit of a, well, you probably couldn't really fit a paper clip. We were that close to one another side by side. Managed to get around him. He does give me another little love tap there. I think he was pushing his car just a little too fast there, or a little too hard there. And he does apologize for it, so you can 100% say there was no foul play there. And I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'm probably going to have to do some editing there, but the actual recording froze there for a second, so I apologize if you guys see that. But either way, I'm pretty sure at this point the battle is between me and TIGS is over, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up a majority of the rest of the race due to the fact it's relatively smooth sailing from here on out. And it gives me a bit of a time to let you guys know that even though for Forza Motorsport, it does not look very good as far as how long the game's going to last. Luckily, some other streamers and people who have more insider knowledge than I do are saying that if Turn 10 were to pretty much shut down tomorrow, worst case scenario, we would have another 2 years of racing, so I'm going to try and make the most out of that as we can, so I'm going to try and do more GT3, more touring class, try to get into protos, maybe do some Indy, who knows, but either way, all I know is even though the game looks like it's on its deathbed, I'm going to try and keep making content on it, so. And we're on the final lap right about now. It's probably going to start slowing down right about here. Yep, right then and there. We're going to finish the race in 5th place. I managed to get some distance between me and Terra Bruto, even though I was trying to make my tires last another couple laps. But with all that being said, guys, just pretend I said something corny here to get you a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time. See y'all later.